जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत हैं पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Yeah. Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Sajid Joy. I'm the business head at Franchise India. Well, it's nice to see a good amount of participation for this webinar. And we'd like to thank each one of you for taking part in this special webinar. This is special because this opportunity is coming to you from the House of Franchise India. It's also special because some of you are getting the opportunity to align as a consultant with Franchise India. Now, talking about Franchise India, well, we have been in the business for the past 27 years now, and we operate in 14 countries and 97 cities in India. Now, to put things in perspective for your benefit, and also to explain the business model in detail, I would request our CEO and Director, Mr. Sanjay Bhatt, to take this forward. Over to you, Mr. Bhatt. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajid. We warmly welcome each one of you today in this webinar. So very good evening. My name is Sanjay. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India. So I'll give you some first understanding. You can see our team on the panel. Why we are on the panel, all team. We have got all the regional heads, leadership team, and also we have a management team also here today, because we are very, very serious about it. As we said that we Franchise India is now in business last 27 years. What we do, we help investors to find out the right business opportunity. But today it's a very special opportunity when we are offering Franchise India partnership program to some investors who are looking forward to start a consulting as a practice. So if you're looking forward for an opportunity which is consulting based, wherein you are helping others to get into business, right? So you become partner with Franchise India, then this opportunity is for you, and we will definitely elaborate on the opportunity which we are bringing in today. But we will also look forward to understand who is there with us today, what's your profile, where from you are coming, what is you doing, if it really matches. But I'm sure you will take a lot of takeaways from this webinar today, but it is one way of webinar wherein you do not have an opportunity to talk to us direct. So we have a Q&A section in this. So please use Q&A box wherein you can send us your questions, your queries, and also wherein we ask you some questions. So please reply in the Q&A box, because we want to make it very, very interactive, and hand raising opportunity is not there. Please do not raise your hand. You use the Q&A box, which is at the bottom, and write your questions, write your answer, your queries also, plus what you do, what's your profile, what is that you are looking at, what brings you here in this webinar. I'm sure there's a purpose of attending this webinar. We will definitely try to maximize it with you to give you larger part of franchising, Franchise India, what we have done till now in 27 years, and what is franchising all about, what is the scope of franchise here onwards, next 10 years, 20 years, and why you should join Franchise India, why you should become a consultant. What is the scope in this? Plus, we will also give you some presentation on Franchise India IFC program, which is Independent Franchise Consultants Opportunity, which is an opportunity to become Franchise India business partner. And that we will give you complete understanding on that. But before that, let me also introduce our panel today. So we have our regional heads, which are the leadership team. Sajid Joy has joined us from Bangalore. So he is headquartered at Bangalore. So he takes care of all Karnataka area along with his team member Vamsi. He is heading our AP and Telangana region. And Sheena has joined us from Kerala market. Kuldeep has joined us from Delhi. Rajendra from Mumbai. Bimal Agrawal from Kolkata. Sumendo also from Kolkata. Shakti Vel is our senior leader from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, along with Kapil. He's also in Chennai team. And what we are talking about today, the support function. Why we are all here is to give you some understanding how we work with our IFC partners, our channel partners. When we take anyone on board, then it becomes our responsibility to make you grow. So because then there are three stages which we will help you. First is the dependent stage, because when you come, you join, you take training, and then there is a dependent stage wherein we help you initially with joint meeting, joint calls, and give you complete understanding on this business, how it is happening. Second would be then interdependent, means you are already, you have understood half of it. Then further we understand and give you some, further meet trainings, and then take you to the last stage of the business, which is going to be the independent stage. But at independent stage also, our regional heads, our team is also going to engage with you for every product, every business wherein we help and take you through, because we have created a support function, a system, which is going to be supporting you all through. Today, we are world's largest franchise distribution company in 97 cities in India. We are 14 countries as we discussed, but we are saying we are using a byline that nobody in the world sells more business than Franchise India. That's what the structure we have. And today, what is an opportunity in franchising? We feel everything what we consume today almost is coming from franchise industry, some franchise company. So everything is becoming branded. Everything is becoming now coming from franchise industry, franchise category, because businesses, brands, they want to scale it up. They want to go to new markets. They want to enter into new areas and locations wherein they want to find a partner. That's what Franchise India do. So one side we work with investors and we help them from one stage to another stage to another stage, because there are a lot of parameters wherein somebody want to invest. Before investing, there is a lot of things which we need to understand. So that is what we as a company, consulting company, do help in between. And then there's a scale up business, which is from the other side, wherein the businesses and brands which are looking for expansion, we help them. And third is exit. We also help in terms of coming out of the business, whether it is your existing business, you have taken any franchise and you want to exit out of that, we also help. These are the three largely businesses we do. And in this, we have what we will be definitely giving you full understanding on. Franchise India, because we are now in India last 27 years, we do around 200 events all across. So everybody knows us with Franchise India. So we have another company, which is Fran Global. So Fran Global is our international arm of the business, our market entry for global brands, wherein we have around 300 global brands also today, which we represent. And third company is FranCorp. FranCorp is also our company, which is world's largest consulting company. It is based in USA, Chicago, and it's a 49-year-old world's largest consulting company, because FranCorp is helping businesses at startup level to enter into franchise. We get them ready for franchise. And international brands, when they come to India, we also help them in terms of Indian market, how your business model has to structure, the fine tuning of the business model. That's all done by FranCorp. So Franchise India also have run a publication house. We have Franchising World as a magazine, which is 25-year-old business opportunity, franchise opportunity magazine. We also run Retailer, and we also have Entrepreneur as a magazine, which is business magazine from US and India and Asia Pacific. Franchise India do have distribution and publishing rights with us. Now, further, if I'm giving you a little more understanding on overall business model and set the perspective of this webinar, so I would also like to invite our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, and she will take us through first what Franchise India journey has been and why this consulting business was required, what this advisory business was required, and also she will help us to understand, what is franchising in time to come looking like as India as a market. And then we will take you through the presentation for giving you complete understanding of the business model. Please do stay with us and use Q&A box in between anywhere you want to interact with us, because consulting is all about interaction. So we expect you also to be interactive with us in this webinar. And we also put one question in the question Q&A box. At that time, please, we expect you all to give us answers, because we need to know who is there with us today and which city you are also coming from. Before that, let me introduce and once again invite our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, to take it up further. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sanjay. And friends, a very warm welcome to all of you. And as you see, we have the entire leadership and the management on the webinar of IFC, and that is because partners form a very important and at the same time, I would say, very strategic part of our overall business model, and also takes a lot of our time share, across all our leadership and management. And so before we get into the offering, it was important that we spend time with each other to give you a little bit about our company, what we do, and also the combined strength of our group companies that we bring on the table. I'll also give some understanding how big the industry is, the size of the opportunity, and why we need today an IFC channel, given the opportunity where we already are spread across 97 cities, 14 countries, and we have that ecosystem. So we'll talk about the value proposition. And I also request all of you, friends, if you have any questions, please use the Q&A box. We'll be happy to answer. We'll also like to know which part of the city in India you have joined in. And if you joined from any other country outside India, we'll request you to share the name of your country, because the opportunity is open for our markets across the globe. And we also have partners who are working with us, not only in India, but also in other territories. So in short, what Sanjay was trying to say, we are start your own business specialist and also scale your brand specialist, which means we give solutions to the entire community of people who want to invest in any form of business. These can be small investments, can be large investments, can be market entry investments. And this can be retail investors who want to invest in businesses, can be ultra HNIs, family enterprises, or even corporates who want to take over or acquire any business. So that becomes one of our solutions. And the other solution is for companies, which is scale your brand, where any company who wants to expand their business, we work with them to create readiness for a franchise model. And at the same time, because of the spread in the distribution that we have, we also help these companies to appoint their franchise partners. And I'm also happy to share with all of you today, with 27 years, of our existence in the industry, and are spread across India and international markets. We have created a very strong and a very compelling value proposition for this community, both, I would say, investor side, people wanting to buy business, and equally for the companies who want to expand. And in the last nearly 2.5 decades, we had the privilege of working with more than 20,000 companies, where we worked with them to get them into franchising for the very first time. So way back in 1999, when we started our company, there were very handful opportunities, I would say. There were just about 300 companies across different industries who were actively franchising. And we felt if we only took a share of what was existing in the market, this ecosystem or overall market of franchising would not become big. So we also started working with companies, help them to get ready to get into franchising, and eventually work with these companies to distribute their product or services through franchising, through our distribution that we created. And we have also worked with nearly 1,000 companies to help them enter markets like India and also the India subcontinent. So overall, we have come a long way, and what we have done is, created this ecosystem through our media business, where we run magazines, exhibitions, our website, which is franchiseindia.com. So anything on Google that you search on franchising in India, you will reach on the website of Franchise India, which brings in nearly 1 million investors on the website, 17,000 companies who have listed their franchise opportunity on the website of Franchise India. And also, we've created a distribution through our partners across the country and in international markets, and also created an opportunity to partner with our business. Now, the opportunity to partner is with the world's largest franchise development company, where you partner with Franchise India and Friend Global if you come from anywhere outside India. But this partnership is by selection, where we also, as a company, assess on some of the mandatory criteria which are important for becoming a partner with Franchise India, which actually includes a lot of understanding on your profile, mutual fit of our interest, and also the time involvement that you bring on the business. That's very, very important. So I'll give you a little perspective, friends, on franchising, and also on maybe the quality or profiling of partners. That's very important for all of you to understand. Now, unlike a lot of businesses that you might have come across, and we see people running, Franchise India and Fan Global, are two larger businesses. We are in the business of knowledge, which requires a lot of everyday learning to be able to advise a business buyer on taking an informed decision of buying a business, and equally, takes a lot of diagnostic to even advise companies on the right approach to get into franchising. So we need partners who come with that mindset of growth and also believe in the purpose of democratization of entrepreneurship, which Franchise India believes. And that was the foundation of a company when we started, way back in 1999. And our business is that of advisory. It is not a product sales. So which means that last mile experience is very, very important in our business. And we are a service provider, a solution company. So what we do is we bring solutions to the community. And today, even the role of consultants is becoming very, very evolved. And the new world, I would say, is a knowledge-driven world. It's knowledge economy. And as an advisor, is seen by somebody who can bring in a lot of credible advice, knowledge, and more important, I would say, hyper local market knowledge is something which is very, very important in our business. So it is important that our partners stay not only on top of the industry, but also acquire a lot of new information and also expertise so that they're able to stay competitive in the market. So we need to have partners who have this determination to also build their own brand, their own equity, self-equity. And also, when I say we created this ecosystem and community, but we also felt that we wanted to create this opportunity to expand this ecosystem and community through partnerships in form of IFC. And today, a larger part of markets in India and overseas markets are represented by our partners. And we also understand the learning curve is always very, very big for things that we have not done in our life. And so through our collaboration, this learning curve becomes shorter through the validated learning that our group companies bring. And that is something that we share during the 3 days of training program that we conduct with every new partner that comes on board. But also every week, there are 3 learning sessions, which is led by, Sanjay Bhatt himself, where we also bring a lot of cross learning from our older partners, mature partners, and some of our new partners who've recently joined. And this cross learning is also across all markets, including markets in India and international markets. So friends, before we move further, I'll also request, I think we shared about what we do. It's very important that we also understand where all you have joined from. And if we can ask maybe some questions that help us understand your profile. And I'll request Sanjay to put that also in the chat box. We'll request you to share with us a bit about you. And to make it very simple, maybe we can give you some options to select. So if you're a professional, you can write P. If you're looking for a career change, you can write C. And if you're looking if you're a management consultant, you can write MC. I think we already have some of our friends started to write in. And if you run a business, you can write B. So you can find the options in the chat box: professional, business owner, MC, career change. And I'll request Sanjay, if you want to pick some of the answers that our friends have started to write in.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, friends, it is P for professional. So once more, we are giving you some understanding. It's a professional. If you're working in some companies, you're a professional right now, use P. But we need, along with your city name. That's very important, which city you are coming from. And if you're a business owner, write B with city name. If you're looking for a career change, write C and city name. And MC would be for management consultants. So if you are involved into any consulting business right now, it can be education consulting, it can be real estate consulting, it can be any kind of consulting. Would be great that if you can give us a little more understanding. If you are a MC, if you are a management consultant, like we have Mr. Amitabh Ghosh, he is writing MC, management consultant. So we will look forward. This is exactly the profile which we are exactly looking at. But if you can give us a little more understanding on what kind of consulting you do, which business you are in. But we would take first name, Mr. Karthikeyan, and Mr. Karthikeyan was the first one to write us. Hi, team, I am from Tamil Nadu, South India. So we warmly welcome you, Karthikeyan. Thank you so much for your joining your time and to join this thing. Mr. Shetty is P, professional. You have to write your city name. Mr. Amitabh Ghosh, you have written you are a management consultant. So little more on that. We have Ranganath. Mr. Ranganath has joined. He has written as a career change. He is looking for a career change. And Sanat Kumarji is written as a MC management consultant. So please let us know what is kind of consulting you do. Mr. Jawahar Bhatia ji, you are writing in this right box. It's a chat box is not disabled. You have to write here only because you have already initiated. So use your same Q&A box and send us your questions and answer also. Mr. Sanat Kumar is from New Delhi. So welcome. Amitav ji is writing is from Kolkata. Warmly welcome you. Mr. Shetty is writing he's from Bangalore. He's a professional. So welcome. We have Mr. Sachi Patak again. Dr. Sachi Patak, welcome. Mr. Sumit Banerjee, career change and from Kolkata. So welcome, Mr. Sachi. B from business. Okay, having some business and from Delhi. So welcome. Then we have Mr. Sabu Basu. Hi team. Yes. Hi, good evening. Please write your option. Mr. Girish Kulkarni, MC, management consultant. Please give us a little more understanding on which kind of consulting you do. Then Mr. Dominic Das from Bangalore, retired from tourism and hospitality industry, looking forward for a career change. So I think Sajid will get in touch with you and give you a complete understanding. We have our office also in Bangalore. And if possible, Sajid can invite you to our office, have a one-on-one discussion. Then we'll see what kind of opportunity can be fitted in. Mr. Amit Shah is from Ulhasnagar, Mumbai, Maharashtra. So welcome. We have Mr. Jawahar Bhatia ji now is writing here. He's business owner, management consultant, career change professional. All four options. So welcome, Mr. Bhatia. Mr. Jaideep Sen Gupta is from Bangalore. He's management consultant. Again, very good profile. So we will look forward to have more discussion on this. I think Sajid, you can take it up post the webinar. So we can have a session on this. Mr. Sethi is writing, I'm an entrepreneur and now a professional. Okay, he's also from Bangalore. So Mr. Sethi, also you can take a discussion one-on-one. Then we have Karthik is writing career change Coimbatore. Absolutely, Coimbatore, we have already partners with us. Very, very entrepreneurial city. We can look forward for a discussion with you, and Kapil will be having one-on-one discussion. Mr. Shashi is writing from Ranchi. He's a professional. Welcome. Mr. Pandey, business owner. Welcome. Bharat Bhushan ji, I'm Bharat Bhushan Malhotra ji from Ghaziabad, UP. My firm, small startup name is. Okay, you are already having a firm. So we have Kuldeep here in Delhi. So you can have a discussion with you. Mr. Sinha is writing Kolkata, C, career change. So welcome, Harish ji, welcome. He's also from Bangalore, software consultant. Welcome. So we have again, Sajid will take it up further. Mr. Bharat Bhushan Malhotra, business owner. So welcome. Dhananjay ji is writing, he is from Thane. We have Rajendra in Mumbai. We have office also in Mumbai, Kolkata, Hyderabad, all cities. So please feel free to, once you discuss, you want to come to our office, we would look forward to welcome you to have a round of discussion there in our office. Mr. Girish Kulkarni writing that he is certifications like NNS. Okay, welcome. Mr. Sabu is further writing. He's from Kochi, seasoned professional having 30 years of experience. Absolutely, we can look forward for a discussion because our partners are having 20-year plus experience already with us. And we are having a lot of partners now from IT industry because now IT sector, they have come, but they have full-time understanding on this business now, and they have trained themselves. And now they are one of the best IFC partners, consultants with us because it is return on involvement business wherein you involve and then you get full training on that. And chat box disabled. Yeah, Mr. Aldous, you are writing in the same Q&A box. So please use your Q&A box and share your thoughts here only. Mr. Ranjit is writing, I'm Ranjit, a real estate consultant from Pune. Absolutely. We have a lot of real estate consultants already with us because real estate and franchising have a lot of overlap. It's a complementing business because all the real estate brands which we are driving and getting a franchise, we need a property as well. It will be a complementing business for you. We will have a discussion. Mr. Bharat Bhushan is writing. He's from again Ghaziabad. Okay, welcome, Mr. Sanat. Okay, now we have Mr. Shashi Kumar. He's 20 years of experience and he's a professional from Bangalore. Looking for consulting? Absolutely. This is one of the consulting firm which we can, discuss with you for sure. And Bangalore is a great city. We have a lot of successful partners already in Bangalore. So Sajid will be having one-on-one discussion with you, Mr. Shashi Kumar. So a lot of answers already. So thank you so much for making it interactive. We request everyone who has not given us your option to please use Q&A box and write back to us about what you do and the city which you are coming from. Thank you so much, and back to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And friends, thank you so much for writing in. And this is what our IFC network actually brings collectively for all of us. The average experience I was seeing on this group today is upwards of 20 years and some very relevant experience in industries that we work, because franchising also cuts across all industries. We work with international brands, work with them to bring them to different markets as market entry. We also work with companies. I saw one of our friends, Mr. Sanat Kumar, talked about working with a lot of clients for their market entry strategies. So great. And also in our current structure, we have nearly 150 odd partners who work in India international markets. And the average experience of a partner is upwards of 20 years. So wonderful, friends, and thank you so much for sharing your experience. I'll talk maybe 5 minutes on franchising as an industry. We'll take you through maybe a very quick presentation on what the opportunity is all about and how you can partner. Any questions that you have, we'll be happy to take that during the course of the webinar. But we really want to speak with you one-to-one to see how we can, have mutual fitment of getting into a partnership. So if you look at franchising, this is one of the most powerful wealth creation and also a very big entrepreneurial engine, which has remained, for most the last 100 odd years. And this engine is what we're trying to enforce through our IFC partnership. And franchising is a very big catalyst also for entrepreneurship and the most democratic wealth creation tool in the human history, right? And it is also the epitome of for small businesses. The core driver and foundation of our business has been entrepreneurship, and the initiative premise for us to start the IFC program was also to work with entrepreneurs like you as our partners who have the skills and the intent to further drive entrepreneurship. So friends, on the opportunity with respect to franchising, any business, any opportunity, any industry that we want to get in on, we want to start, the first thing that comes to our mind is, how big that market size is, how big is the total addressable market. And that's what I'll talk about. So today, if you look at, more and more people are starting their entrepreneurship journey. There are more and more people buying businesses than ever before, and there are more companies also at the same time who are expanding via franchise route than were the companies that we worked maybe 27 years back. And this is something which is not going to stop here, because this space is becoming very, very big and very large. And there are more entrepreneurs today and aspiring to be entrepreneurs. Today, we have such a wealth of experience who's present on the webinar. And I see all of you want to start your own business. So a lot of people aspiring entrepreneurs, and has been the history of entrepreneurship ever. And hence we, also as a company, we developed our capabilities in terms of our solutions and capacities through our distribution, so that we also are able to stay ahead of the curve. Now, when we look at India as an opportunity, and that is also true for all the emerging markets where we want to develop a network through our partnership, we have very strong fundamentals of domestic consumption, and consumption and franchising are very proportionate to each other. The last, I would say, 20 odd years, franchising had seen a 4x growth. And the next 10 years, this growth would be 10x of what the industry in India has seen in the last 20 odd years. India already is the second largest franchise market in the world in terms of system sales after America. And like I said, we have seen a big growth. Today, this industry in India is about $180 billion, which is also growing at a very, very fast pace, which is 30% year on year increment in franchising. And I would say majority, why this, is becoming even big. If you look globally, this is a industry which is almost about, $5 trillion globally, which is even bigger than the GDP of many countries, including India. And franchising contributes about 2.5 trillion per year to the global economy, which is a very, very big contribution globally. So if you look at consumption, I'll come back to, we have very big consumption engine, and nearly 70% of India's GDP is driven by domestic consumption. And this is what also makes our economy very, very resilient. India is going to be 3x of, what we have done in the last 75 years. So our economy, our GDP, our business, all that will become 3x of what we did alone, 75 years of independence. And that is because our consumption cycles are changing very, very big time. Today, what we consumed maybe 5 years back and the manner that we consumed things maybe 5 years back or 10 years back, all that is changing. Having said that, while as a country, our per capita consumption in many categories is still low, but all that is changing very rapidly. Right. Second, there is formalization of consumption, which means that today we are becoming more brand conscious. There's demand for branded products, branded services. Even if you look at food services alone, has been the most fragmented industry. We all would agree, with a lot of local vanilla stores. And the branded segment of the domestic food service market today is expected to reach about 50% of the total 70 billion market in this year, which surpasses the non-branded chain segment for the very first time in the history of, I would say, formalization. And what we saw 20 years back was modernization of retail. Today, what we are seeing is also modernization of service in the industry, which is also becoming branded, from laundry services at your home to direct to consumer health services at your home, cleaning services at your home. All these services that we consume, to even hyper quick commerce services through companies like Blinkit and Zepto. All these companies today use franchise as a medium to expand their footprint and reach to consumers. And finally, if you look at also the growth, maybe 27 years back when we started our business, the first time business buyer community in India was very, very small. And because the entry barrier was very high, right? And there were very few people who were coming forward and buying franchise businesses who came with comparatively no background on business or running a franchise business. But fast forward 2025, today 60% of people who are buying business in India are people who come with no experience on running businesses. So they are first generation entrepreneurs. And the more, I would say the most interesting part is also the demographics, the age group which is coming forward is late 20s and late 30s. That has become a very big group of people who are coming forward to buy businesses. And a large percentage of that is professionals who are looking at buying businesses. So friends, we'll talk about what we have to offer. I'll request Sanjay if he can run through a presentation, make the session interactive. Any questions that you have, please write. We'll be happy to answer. And post the session today, we'll also request to block time with us where we can connect with you one-to-one. Sanjay, over to you.
Thank you so much. Friends, please be there for next another 25 minutes. We'll take you through the business model, which is very, very important to understand. If you become our partner, what you are going to get, how you become our partner, and also give you some understanding on the payout structuring, how you want to grow, and then what's the structure which we have created. First slide is saying what is franchising. So we all know what is franchising. So it's a $4.8 trillion industry today. Anything we consume today is coming from franchise company, franchise industry, and it can be service, it can be products, it can be any product which we are using or any kind of a service which we use. So what we are talking about, if we give you some sector-wise understanding today, every sector, whether it's a technology-based driven company, whether it's a kind of a direct-to-home service, it's all franchised. Right? Anything healthcare services, which is direct-to-home, is also franchised. Or you take pathology services, you go for blood testing, it's all franchised. You take any kind of financial services today is all franchised, because from Motilal Oswal to Kotak Mahindra to ICICI Securities, Franchise India also have worked with them initially. Now we are a lot of other companies also in the similar category. They also want to franchise. They also want to enter into new markets. Then we have pet care services also. You will see there are a lot of pet lovers today, and you need to have some kind of an understanding that if you are having a pet, you need to have a clinic nearby. So it's an opportunity for pet care clinics also, pet care company also to have their presence in different cities, because today tier 2, tier 3 cities, you will see a lot of pet lovers also having that, but then you need to have service around. So there are some companies who have now started pet care services as well, and great opportunity for them to go to different cities for having their presence through franchising. And why franchising? Because franchising is a viable model for expansions, viable model for the growth. That's how we are talking about franchising as an expansion plans for these companies. Now, when we are talking about any EV company, for example, it's a two-wheeler, which is EV now, new sector coming up. They're also looking forward to enter into different markets because consumer is everywhere. They need to have presence. And for that, franchising becomes the viable model for them. And also we need charging stations also comes along with, which is another business model, which is a low cost, but another business model for under franchising. So there are a lot of investors, a lot of investors looking forward for small investment. They are looking for sometimes low, kind of an opportunity, low cost, which can be around 10 lakh rupees. So we have charging station also very low cost. Sometimes people are accepting this also. Now going for maintenance services, or you, as I said, gardener coming to your home is also coming from a franchise company. So today, everything what you consume, whether it's a preschooling to kids, yoga classes to, you name it as a accessory brand, or it's a women wear, or the gents wear, it's a kids wear, it's a shoe brand, it's any kind of service, any kind of brands, any kind of business which you are looking at, whether it's an education also, it is all franchised, right? From the preschool to K-12 schools, all franchised. So anything and everything, even you use your vehicle, you go for a petrol for a fuel, it's also fuel stations also franchise. We did one project which is GOBP petrol pumps. This is also done by Franchise India. So what we are saying is today, anything and everything what we consume is coming from Franchise India industry, and Franchise India is the only company which is helping investors to find out a business for them, and we are also only company for helping companies, businesses to expand their, business in franchising way. So what we offer. So when we are saying that when you join us, we offer, I think I would invite my colleague Sajid, and Sajid can throw light on what we offer and how it is going to work, and then I'll take it up further. Over to you, Sajid.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Bhatt. So tablet, what you see on the screen here is an acronym, and where the T stands for technology. So when I say technology, we're talking about we providing you the investor details or the leads through CRM. So we're using a world-class CRM for this, and these leads will be provided to you on a monthly, or whenever that we have additional leads coming on, we would pass it on to you via the CRM. And of course, you also will be receiving a Franchise India domain email ID, right? So that would add to your benefit, because when you're talking to the investors, you would be talking about this, and of course your communication also will be from this specific email ID, which would have your name and the domain ID of Franchise India. And then A in tablet stands for access to the Franchise India infrastructure. So what this means is that we are having our presence in 97 cities. Therefore, you can use our offices as well. So you could visit our office, come to our office, and work from our office as well, and use the infrastructure there, right? So this would help you to better conduct your business. And the B stands for the brands. So you'd have access to a multitude of brands that we have. So access to easily about 500 plus brands, and then of course 18,000 plus brands that we have online. And then so this is the I would say the main part of the business, because you're getting access to all these brands. So the moment you get an investor and you find a certain fitment there, then you could look at the right kind of brand that would be a match for this investor, and then you could use this to further your business. So that is brands there. The L stands for the lead support. So which means every month you would be receiving a minimum of 50 plus leads, and leads When I say leads, I mean, these are the investor details. So we pass on these, to you via the CRM. You receive these leads, and it is these leads that you'll be talking to in terms of, getting the deal done or the conversions done. And then, of course, you'll also be receiving, leads for the specific, campaigns or the brands, that we promote. So in addition to this 50 plus, you'll also be receiving those additional, leads. And then, of course, you can, get more leads, depending on, how you complete those earlier ones. And then, of course, we can also look at additional ones for you there. The E stands for the events, which means the Franchise India, apart from, generating these leads via social media platform and the other marketing channels, we also use our events mechanism. And we conduct, roughly about 1,400 events annually. And you also get to interact with a lot of investors during these events. And we conduct this, both nationally and internationally. So therefore, you have a lot of access to, investors, from these special events that we conduct, every month as well. And finally, the T stands for the training. So this is important again, because for you to get the right approach, when it comes to, talking to the investor or the brand side, you would, need, that kind of training, and also to understand how the franchising business works, what is the approach that you need to take when it comes to interacting, with your clients. So therefore, this 3-day training at our corporate office in Delhi will equip you with all the knowledge and the confidence for you to take on the investors there. So this is going to be specially taken over by our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, and of course, our managing director, Ms. Sonia Chowdhury, who was there on the session earlier. She's also going to be part of this 3-day training. And of course, people from the management team also would be there to ensure that you get all the training, that would equip you in terms of handling the investors. And largely, I would say this would, help you in strengthening your, role as a consultant with Franchise India, and therefore invariably lead to your success as well. So this is what, tablet, the acronym stands for. Mr. Sanjay.
Absolutely. And just to add here, what we are talking about, there are a few things which are very, very important on this side. We said access to our infrastructure would mean, I'll give you an example. Our corporate office is in Delhi, which is in Surajpur, Faridabad, actually, and wherein I'm also staying in the same office. We have Kuldeep also coming from the same office. So just to give you an idea and understanding, today we had one of our IFC partner who stays in Noida, and he has invited 2 investors to our office. One was the investor, one was the brand. So what we are talking about is a joint meeting, helping to understand how we work, complete process, right pitch, and then investor, we have a different kind of working, different kind of onboarding, and we have understood the investor who is looking forward from somewhere around 40 lakh to 1 CR investment, but not knowing where to do that, having some property, but don't know whether it's the right fitment for that property or not, which brand is going to be the rightly fitted, have no understanding. And being a woman, and she also don't know about anything, but she knows only I can invest, but she's also engaged in other business, other work. She's into interior designing, but have no understanding how to run a business. So wherein our partner only have invited to our office, wherein you use our office, whether you use it full time, you use it for your own meetings. So he has come, he has blocked the timing and invited one of the investor, and now we have already that investor on board, and now we will start working with them. So what we do joint meetings. We help you, support you. One is the office you use for the meetings, or you can use it full time also. There is some partners initially first month, they're using our office and coming full day, and then getting training also, getting help, support, and also understanding the business. And also then later on, you can come only for meetings. Now he has come, he has done 2 meetings, had a lunch with us, and he has gone back now doing his own work. He's done. The second meeting was a brand who are looking, it's a jewelry brand. They are looking forward to franchise, and who would help. So he has got some reference. So he has got that brand all to our office. We had a meeting, we discussed, and we have given a proposal. And it seems 90% it's done. And now it is little follow-up, which is remaining for sending proposal, presentation, that all we do. And then follow-up also we do, get the payment done, and then the rest of the work also done by us. Then there is a documentation process, is all done by us. So what is your role? Is to use our office, invite your investor or your client to our office, and we do the joint meetings and we help you throughout. So all done by our side. Second, when we are saying brands, so we have 18,000 brands with us, but we have some exclusive brands. Around 1,100 brands are exclusively with us with agreement, wherein only Franchise India would make franchises for them. And these are all available for our IFC partners. When you come for the training, we will help you to build your brand portfolio. Means these are 3 brands which are maybe your interest, your category, or they are suitable for your market to drive. So we will help you with the formula, which is 330 and 300. Would mean that 3 brands will help you to understand these are the focus brands. So initially, every month, your focus is on these 3. Again, 330 and 300. 30 will always remain your portfolio in the similar categories or other categories. And that is all available with you, because when you become a consultant, so your role is to let people know about it, understanding, and then giving them solution. There are some investors who are coming to us not knowing where to invest. They're just investors. But then there is another set of investors which we give you, another set of leads which we'll give you, which are brand specific. Like suppose there are 3 brands which are exclusively mandated to you, and you are champion in that brand. First, we'll give you full training. You understand that brand, and then we will give you brand specific campaign we run, give you those leads. So that would mean investors who have applied for those brands, now you get in touch and we help you with joint meeting with the brand and then get the deal done. So this is all supported by Franchise India, but the process and the procedures will be given you full understanding in the training program, which is first time in our office physical, where coming to Delhi is on your own, rest, pick up to drop is all done by our side. And these are 3 days every month. We have this exclusive training program. And this time we'll be having 22nd to 24th of February. It is going to be in our corporate office, and then the rest of the things will follow accordingly, because you know the fundamentals of the business and how to do this business, what is your role and responsibility. We make it very, very clear. Back to you, Sajid.
Yeah, thank you for that, Mr. Bhatt. All right, so now we talk about what is the proposed structure of the IFC. IFC stands for Independent Franchise Consultant. Now, we made this into 4 stages. Firstly, of course, to make it interesting, and of course, for you to make it challenging, and therefore interesting for you to grow through these various stages of the structure. So we have categorized this into 4 structures, starting with the IFC you see at the bottom, and that's your initial level. So once you are when you start off as a consultant with Franchise India, you would be at the initial level, which is the IFC, and after which you go on to the next level, which is the IFC Elite, and after that you go on to the IFC Pro, and then eventually you will get on to the final stage, which is the IFC Master. Now, let me take you through each of these stages and how you qualify, to get on to the various levels or the stages of the IFC. So we started the moment you register with Franchise India as a consultant, you would be designated as an IFC, and it's an entry level, of course, and and based on your performance there, you would get on to the next level, and which means that if as an IFC, you have made a revenue for yourself, which is 15 lakhs, annually, that is, or if you have closed about 15 deals, for that year, right? Either it's going to be 15 lakhs of overall revenue annually, or 15 deals altogether annually, then you would be designated, or rather, you would get on to the next level, which is the IFC Elite. And after this, if you are able to, or if you do a business of about 50 lakhs Indian rupees, or if you're able to do about 30 deals in a year. I'm talking about annual, your targets are based on the annual year. And in that case, then you would, be promoted from an IFC elite level to a pro level. And that is where you would do something like a 50 lakh revenue annually or 30 deals, for that particular year. And then after this, the next level is the IFC master, and for which, if you're doing an INR, 1 crore of revenue annually, or if you're able to do 50 deals annually, then you would get promoted to the IFC master level. Now, there are various, benefits, for you while you grow through each of these stages, which we will explain in the subsequent, slide in terms of what is it that you benefit from each of these levels, right? So that is something which we would go ahead and explain in the next few slides.
Absolutely. Just to add to this, friends, please understand this is very, very important when we are talking about you to join us as entry level, which is independent franchise consultant. So we help you. We help you all through. And what we do, as I told you, we do the joint meetings, joint calls, and all done by our side, all efforts done by our must. Like other businesses, you have heard it's a ROI, return on investment. Every business, there's a ROI, return on investment. So friends, we also have ROI, but it's a very, very different ROI. It is return on involvement. So every investor is unique. Every investor has its own way of working. Likewise, in our business, suppose we have, for example, 5 partners who join us, all 5 are different from each other. Now, somebody who's putting 4 hours a day, somebody is putting 6 hours a day, somebody is very, very keen on, getting more revenue out of it. Everything is on you. We have no target from our side. We have no monthly or daily, some targets on this, revenue targets. It's all about you. You have to decide how you want to make your earning look like, how you want to make like 2 lakh rupees a month, 5 lakh rupees a month. And we can say with complete confidence that in this business model, this is possible. If you want to set up a 10 lakh rupees a month, it is possible. How we do it? I'm saying when you are doing a gross revenue, it's a gross revenue of 15 lakh rupees or 15 deals. What does that deal mean? Deal means when we are working with investor and we work with brand. Any investor, when we get this meeting done, investor is now ready. He is confident and he wants to put money into that. We get some token amount into the brand's and business account. So your deal is done. And it's all done by support from Franchise India, support for first giving you training of the brand. Second, support of giving you the leads. Third, support of arranging that tri-party meeting with investor and brand. Fourth, supporting you at the backup in terms of follow-ups. And then fifth support is once this is done, then after that, there will be all follow-ups from my team for getting the documents done. And then the moment investor has paid money to brand, and what we get paid for both sides. Investor will also pay us brokerage fee, brand will pay us. And for that, we also do backup support, which is for helping you for the follow-ups. So that is also our fees, which is coming from investor side, which is coming from brand side, will be also supported by our team. But what is then from your side? What we need? We need your time. We need your involvement. So, but everything would be initiated by you. If you are active, we are proactive. If it is involved, you have to be part of that meeting because leads will be given to you. You will have to initiate that. And these are all leads which are brand specific, which you will want to drive. And tomorrow when investors asking you anything, I want this, are you having this? So Franchise India can get you any brand, provided the brand is offering franchise, brand is open for that market. There can be some parameters into it, which we will definitely explore. But for exploring this, we don't want to work free of cost with anyone. So as a policy, we work with 2 communities. One is investor, one is brand. So we take both on board. When we take investor on board, would mean there is some fee. When we take brand on board, that means there is some fee. So we take both parties on board with us and register with us. And then what we do, we service both communities. We service investor, we service brand. That's my next slide, which is saying what is product line. Now products for us to drive for your payouts at basis level, you get 40% sharing. You can see that. And what we were talking about, that when you being, going for the second level, which is elite membership, what is getting you? It will get you 50% sharing. And when you become pro level, you're getting my 60% shareholder. We are 40%. And at master, you become 70%. We are 30% shareholder, but we still continue giving you everything, which is at 40% also, which is leads, training, brands, support, and also we also help you with all the follow-ups and getting this done. And later on, the business will come in your kitty. This is all done by our side. And the most important is how you will meet these investors. How you will meet. That would mean that there's an event, exhibition, which are business meets, which we organize. And if you organize one event, believe me, you will not be able to get brands, you will not be able to get investors, and all the revenue charges is on you. Instead of that, what all we do is Franchise India support. Your investment is nil in terms of any kind of marketing, any kind of brand building, any kind of invitation to any event, or organizing these events. There is no investment from our partner side. So we will get brands, we will have investors, all investors are paid. We don't work free of cost. We don't take anybody and everybody coming to our event. We have our backend team, very large team. So every event which we do Saturday, Sundays, it's rather business meet, wherein we invite only paid investors who will take a ticket, come to the event, then it becomes serious. Because we all, like our partners, we all are also consultants. So we are putting our time. So we would be ensuring that if you're coming Saturday or Sunday to an event, you are giving your full day. So it is going to be helpful for you. It is going to making some sense to you because you are consultant. You are being paid for your time. And this time we are not giving free to anyone. This is a time when if we are giving to investor, we don't give it free. So we charge them first. That's what this product line, if I'm making you understand, you see IA, IS, BS, and BD. These are our 4 revenue products. So I'll make you understand in a very simple format. We work with investor is I. We work with brand is B. So these are the 2 communities only. So when we work with investor, we work with brand, we take them on board. So IA would mean onboarding of investor, which is investor registration. IA means investor acquisition. We take brand on board, which is business development, BD. This is brand on board. What we do, we service both. When we service investor, it becomes IS, investor service. When we service brand, it becomes BS, brand service. Very, very simple. And what we do, we are getting paid for all these services, what we are providing to investors for brand. So when we are taking brand business on, IA would mean investor on board. So as I said, we have some fee, which is as low as 30,000 rupees. Then investment, we will check what is the investment investor is looking forward. If it is as low as under 20 lakh, so it is 30,000 rupees only. And then it goes up, then our fee will go up. So it will 30,000, then 50,000, then 1 lakh, 1.5, 2 lakh, it goes to 5 lakh also. If someone is looking forward for a bigger investment would mean bigger brand. Bigger brand would mean that involvement of senior management also, because bigger brand would not come like this, but we are going to reach. If I can put an example, we have one investor who is from Chandigarh. One of our Chandigarh partner has invited them to office, Delhi. We had a discussion because the investor was looking forward for a Kalyan Jewelers as an opportunity, which is around 20 CR. But Kalyan Jewelry, the fact is not offering franchise. So investor might have done his homework, he might have approached, but he has not got it. But he want Kalyan Jewelers only. When he has investor. We had a meeting, our chairman sir was also there, and we have asked him that you register with us with 2 lakh plus GST, that's the registration fees. Then we start exploring. We will ensure that we'll reach out to Kalyan Jewelers, and if your property and your fitment, your profiling is matching, we'll surely get this opportunity for you. Otherwise, they don't offer franchise. It's only Franchise India approach and management approach, which we can get you. And we have got that deal done, then 22 CR. Out of that 22 CR, Franchise India, since we have registered investor was there, who have paid us 2 lakh rupees as a registration. Now we service that investor, we have got a franchise. So there's a service fees also attached, which was 10 lakh rupees in this case. Now this 30,000 rupees, which is basic, and then it goes to 51 lakh. And as per the investment goes up, our IA fees will go up. So in this case, we have taken 2 lakh rupees, which is investor acquisition fees. Out of that 2 lakh rupees, 40% is your share as a partner. So from 2 lakh, you get 80,000 rupees go to you. What you have done? You have spoken that lead, but lead was given by us. When lead has given by us, you have only spoken, and investor has shown interest in this, and you have spoken to us. We have invited you to office along with the investor. So you have come from Chandigarh to our office, and that's what all you have done. The rest all done by us. That's a support function. So you get 80,000 rupees on investor acquisition fees. Now we got investor service fees, which was 10 lakh rupees after the deal was done, though it took us 2 months. But once it is done, and we exactly know from whom we are doing for a registered investor. So we have no problem in terms of doing follow-ups because we know it is going to happen. It is a deal because it's a registered investor with us. That's why from management side also, we are putting time for getting this and servicing this investor. So out of 10 lakh, he has again got 40%, which is 4 lakh has gone to my partner because his share is 40% on service fees also. And from brand side also, we get some service fees. And in this case, brand has also paid us some, it was 4% of the transaction cost, which is 4% of 20 CR. So we again got some 8 lakh rupees. And in this, you will get again 40% of that amount also, which we get from the brand service. So investor registration fees, investor service fees, brand service fees, all three products you get 40%. Right? And this investor registration is up to you. You want to do it 10 in a month, you want to do 5 in a month, you want to do 1 in a month, it's up to you. But data we will give you, joint calls we will give you, all support we will do you. So you have to only initiate the discussion, and locally also our team is there, which will help you for local based meeting. And then otherwise we do online meetings, Zoom meetings, Google meetings, and all done by our side. So if you calculate, now, if you do 10 investors on board in a month, that too I'm saying with a basic of 330,000 rupees. We consider these 10 investors are looking forward for some basic investment, which can be under 20 lakh, or even if it is 50 lakh also, but we have chosen to give him an opportunity to take this registration only for 30,000 rupees. Right? And once we are doing that deal, then there's a fees which is as per the investment also, which is IS fees, investor service fees. Now you calculate, if you do only 10 investors on basic amount, which is 30,000, it becomes what? 30,000 into 10, 3 lakh, you get 40%. So 1,20,000 will go to you on this registration only. What will happen then? We have to service all these 10 investors, we'll help, and it will take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or maybe 4, 5 months. But it is a cycle. Every month we take these investors on board. If you do every month 10, then I understand how much income would be there. Because this investor service fees is minimum is 1 lakh rupees, which will come to you. Minimum. If it is 30,000 investment on registration, and investors looking forward for starting a business which is only under 20 lakh. Under 20 lakh, it's 1 lakh rupees our service fees from the investor. Now brands, again, we charge some fees. And from brand side, the basic is 1.5 lakh rupees for each deal, if it's a low cost. But we have all the businesses, which is from 20 lakh to say 5 CR, 10 CR, 100 CR also. And then there are some bigger deals, which are master franchise deals. That's also, we are getting some 10 lakh to 20 lakh rupees every brand I'm talking about. That would depend on which deal you want to do. Right? So this is very, very rewarding, wherein you have to be involved. And going for the fourth product, which is brand onboarding, as I was giving you example, one of my partner has got one brand also on board today to the meeting. So we have done a meeting. It's a startup brand, and at startup we have 8.5 lakh rupees plus GST as a fees, onboarding fees, and 8.5 lakh rupees is our fixed price at the startup level. Then it goes to 17 lakh rupees also, which is 17.5, then 40 lakh and 75 lakh. But basic is 8.5. We do not work free for anyone, right? So if we have to work with a brand, because brand is looking for expansions, they're looking for franchisees, so we get them ready. with consulting services, then marketing, then lead generation, lead management also. And then we have a great and huge network in terms of distribution. We help them in terms of getting franchise on board. So for getting franchise on board would mean brand service. Then they have to pay us a service fees as well. But onboarding is a separate, wherein minimum 8.5 lakh rupees is the charges. What you do, you get 20%. What you have done, again, only reference. You know somebody, you have seen someone, anywhere you got a reference, it can be some social media also. You approach, they are looking forward for franchising, only you have to connect with us. Rest all done by our side. Right from the first meeting to last meeting, follow-ups, presentation, proposals for invoice, everything will be done by us. So you have 20% sharing on this upfront fees in all this up to master level. Because you have only given us the reference, that's why it will remain same in all the parameters, whether it's the FC as a basic, elite, pro, or master, you'll get 20%. Now, 20% on one reference if we close that. Now, you have no restriction. You can do 2, 3, 4 every month. You can choose to work on this product only. Every month, you want to do 4, 5 also is possible. So suppose we take 8.5 lakh rupees, it is straightway what is coming to you is 20%. Now you do it. Once you are taking brand on board, you get 20%. Then you service that brand and all the leads would be given to you. You get again BS fees, which is brand service fees, and brand service fees would be depending on the how much investment is there. And somewhere, if we talk about average is 2 lakh rupees per brand we charge per each franchise. If it is a small unit franchise, if it's a master franchise, it goes to 10 lakh also. But if we talk about each 2 lakh rupees, you have a choice to work on that brand. All the leads which we generate will be given to you. And if you have to sell those franchisees, now understand, first was onboarding. Now you sell each franchise you sell, you service the brand, you be paid from the brand side. And since investors also getting service from you, you also charge a service fees. So it's again a revenue cycle for you, and it will remain. So this will keep on happening, and you service a brand at elite member, you get then 50%. Sometimes you get 60% also. And average, if I talk about my partners, if they are involved into this, the average which we have seen is 1 CR plus business they do in a year. And your first year revenue is 40% is coming to you. But again, I said, how much involved you are. So if we have, suppose we have got 20 people, and if all 20 people take franchise of one single brand, 20 locations, result will not be same. It will be absolutely different from everyone. That's why, likewise, it is going to be, if we have got 10 partners on board, result will be different. Because then it depends on you, how involved you are, how intelligent you are, how you are busy with taking the first training. Because you are a consultant, you have to be trained on that. And then the time would help. The more you are giving time. I was giving example that today one of my partner has come to my office. So he has to put his time. So that's why he has to make himself as an active member. If he is not doing it, business will not come. Somebody is doing, will get. So that's why the ROI in this business is different from one partner to another partner. But I understand this is very, very important to understand what's your revenue cycle, what's your earning cycle. We will discuss this when we have one-on-one meeting with you, but this is not the only revenue you get. We have second arm of the revenue, which is direct incentives, cash incentives from Franchise India side, and also from the brand side whom we work with. And third is contest. We also have quarterly contest for our partners, which will help you for getting an opportunity for international destinations, because we have 4 international contests every quarter, right? So we will take you for 4 days outside India, and that's all done by our side. Plus, we also have a lot of awards and recognition programs also, which we run. But how you will become our partner, and if you are looking forward for this, the only important is when you choose an opportunity, when you choose an investment, when you choose a business opportunity, what you will look for. You will look for what is the investment and how you get that investment back, right? This is the only thing, because risk is always on the investment. We are saying with full confidence that this is, we can say it's a It's a zero risk, we are saying, with confidence. It's a zero risk opportunity because we are selling thousands of opportunities outside for every brand, right? With this opportunity, we are saying it's a zero risk, highly rewarding, and this is also going to give you a lot of other things which you would never think about. And what is the investment in this is only 6 lakh rupees plus GST. That's our license fees. Next 3 years, we are committed to give you around 15-20 lakh rupees investment done by our side. And you have no investment beyond that. Only investment is to become our partner, and there's a license fees one time. The rest all done by us. Now, what is the risk? If we talk about 6 lakh rupees, the risk, we say in the industry with full confidence, this is the only business model which is very, very low cost. There is no risk in this because when you work with us, it can be in one lead, one deal, which will get you back. Like I was talking about today, I have got one partner. He has just recently joined us. And with him, we have done some joint calls. In just 1.5 months only, he has already got his all investment back. Now, what is working is giving some time, maybe 3-4 hours a day, and it is getting him revenue, and he is also doing other business also. So imagine somebody who is putting in time in this business is going to be highly rewarding. And if I talk about some examples also, because that's very important, and when you are going to discuss with our teams, you can take those names also, you can work, understand how they are doing it. I have one partner from Bangalore. He's already working with some company, and he's working his 5 days. He's been 4 years now with us. He is the second highest revenue getter in the network, with giving only 2 days in a week. But he has understood this business. He has become champion on this business. He has not even single contest he has missed till now. It's a record. His name is Keshav Murthy. Anyone want to talk to him, we can take you through for sure. We have recent another example who's a full-time our IFC partner who was getting around 5 lakh rupees salary a month because he is coming from corporate. He was having 32 years of corporate. He did first year a revenue of 1 CR and 17 lakh rupees with 40% income, and now he is full-time with us. When he joined, he was working, and after 3 months only, he came back to this business full-time. So as I said, it's a return on involvement, how much time you are giving to us, but our criteria is minimum 100 hours a month, which is must. And if you are not understanding the business opportunities, you're not getting training, you're not coming meetings, which we have only for IFC partners. We are very, very transparent in terms of having all the IFC partners all coming together, peer-to-peer learning. We have 3 days, Monday and Wednesday, compulsory 8 o'clock in the morning. We have a Zoom meeting wherein we also help you with different things, wherein we learn peer-to-peer, and everybody is coming on the same. We have a one single WhatsApp group for all the partners all across India, and you are having full transparency to interact. Rather, our IFC partners are helping each other also by coming on the call, whosoever will be available. Because we also have industry specialists. Somebody is specialist in food, somebody is specialist in jewelry. And if you have any investor who is having that interest, you take another partner on board. Even brands are also so confident, saying that better than me, this is the consultant, take him along. Rather, our consultants are being paid to attend the event on behalf of our brand. Brand is paying for the event. They are taking the stalls and then getting our IFC partner along with, paying for the staying also and just travel also. And they take them not only in India, outside India also. That's what the beauty of these partners who are full-time now, or they are part-time also, but they are fully engaged. They know exactly the business. They are fully trained because initially they have given time. And if you give time initially, you get it stable, and you can also bring. I have got a lot of partners who are already into multiple businesses. They have deputed one person for this business. We are giving training to that person, team member, adding him in the group, giving full training, because he has understood that there's a huge support function from Franchise India. So let me do some other business and let me put one person for this business, right? That's also possible, wherein we will train your team member and give full support to him. Because if we talk about from Franchise India side, to qualify our partners for any contest, right? So for our team members, The criteria is to make your partners qualify, you will get qualification. So that's how we have created a system that we are involved 100% with you, right from any regional head up to chairman level. Everyone is involved, and our chairman, sir, he is 26 days a month. He is traveling to every city wherein he is only doing joint meetings for our partners. So he's in Mumbai for one full day, around 20 to 30 meetings aligned by our partners. Again, he will go to Hyderabad, he will go to Bangalore, he will go to Chennai, Kolkata, all cities across. And then we also travel in events, we give come and we give support. So friends, this is a very, very important opportunity. That's why we are very selective. And we feel that if someone is really looking forward to become the successful business partner with us, because our business is really successful last 27 years. The best part is there is no competition outside. We have no other company outside who would work for franchising. And we have Reliance, we have Aditya Birla, we have worked with Adani projects, we have worked with Tata projects, we have all the companies who are already with us. So when all these companies, top class companies, all these enterprise companies are working with us, all startups will be 100% there. But we have larger of the businesses, 70% is startup community, and we help them. That's what we feel, that we take pride, that we are helping these startups from investor side also, from brand side also. We also have coaching business. Some of the partners who are coming from coaching, and we are also giving them an understanding later on without any extra cost, that you take coaching also. And some of the real estate consultants are also getting a lot of revenues for the property also, because property plays a vital role in our business. Every brand looking for jewelry to fashion to retail to footwear to anything, even food, these are mainstream line businesses, they need property. And our property consultant is also offering consulting for this property, and you are getting direct revenue for that, no cut, no sharing with Franchise India also. So friends, please feel free, once you are having a meeting with our leaders, ask questions. We'll also ask questions, and then we will take it to chairman level, where we have a 10-minute introduction and final selection call. But before that, please take complete understanding. And if you really feel that you can do this and you want to really be the partner with a successful company, which is franchising, we have a world's largest distribution today, and we will look forward to join hands with you. But for today, you have given us enough time, and we have surpassed our time, and I was deeply making you understand about the model, but we have taken 20 minutes extra. Thank you so much for being with us for more than an hour this time on this webinar, and you have no understanding how where we are feeling. We are very excited, and we are very happy that up till 1.5 hour also, they're almost all are there available, listening to us one-sided, and we really feel proud in saying that once you become a partner with Franchise India, we will definitely get that value back to you and your families as well. Franchising is a very, very innovative idea. Not only you get a franchise or you help one investor to get a franchise. Now understand how many people are getting employment because of this franchise companies, franchise you take. You get any investor invested in brand, so many people are getting employed. And that's how we help Indian economy to grow, because franchising is the only way wherein we can help across economy also, but individuals also, brands also. And we have very, very successful business models. And we also create different models for investors as per their requirement. If somebody is actually professional, working person, and he don't have time, but he still want to enter into business. So we have a different model for that. And Franchise India also have a company, Friend Money, where we also help in terms of funding and helping in terms of loans also. So we are going beyond that. And we're also having startup community with us. We help with startups, and we also help women entrepreneurs especially. And we have that pride also today. We have a lot of women partners also with us in Hyderabad to other cities also, very, very successful. Rather, I would say today, one of the lady who is very successful with us from Hyderabad, and she been with us now 2.5 years, and she's the leading part of this. Last year also we had one lady, she's from Mumbai, and she's also one of the topper last year. So in our business, it is not making any sense who is there, who is not there, until you are involved, until you are passionate about it, until you have that kind of, yes, I will take it up. The rest all done by Franchise India. And if you have a brand name kind of Franchise India with you in franchising, there is no looking back for sure. And we really value your time today. I don't want to now go beyond this. So thank you so much for your time today. And from all of us at Franchise India and panel, we would like to thank each one of you for giving us a lot of time today. And really, we will value. And we feel that there are some takeaways from you. But when we have further discussion, you will feel great once you are meeting our chairman as well. Till then, be safe and take care. Thank you so much, and wishing you best of luck for